Hello, everyone. It's the Cap Room. Another week is in the books. We're online today. We're on Zoom. Niles is in the great state of Minnesota.
I'm out here. I'm in the Midwest. It's fucking snowing out here. I don't like it. It's a lot of snow. And I think
Mhm.
is there some more snow in Chicago? That's what it's looking
It is not snowing currently. It is freezing though. Cars are waking up with a chill. Got to put them things on defrost right now. And I'm currently in Gary, Indiana. I don't want any misconceptions going on.
That's funny.
Anytime I do see snow in the Midwest, I do get kind of FOMO, but I never imagine it being like super cold. It's always that perfect, like 30 degrees snow.
No,
I
I
get
hate
FOMO from far away. When I'm like in it, when I see it, like we were shooting my special in February and it snowed the day of the show, and I was like, not maybe we should have did this in LA. We should have picked a warm state. I wasn't thinking this through.
yeah.
I am not used to it. And I want to come back home. So now I'm like, I don't know. It is
I
cold.
definitely I definitely didn't think about like, oh, I'm headlining in Chicago the first week of December. I didn't really think about how cold it was gonna be. But here we fucking go.
Here we go.
All right. The NBA Cup is officially over. What a ride.
Who won each group?
What'd you say? Who won each group? That's a good question.
So I know the Bucks won their group. Somehow they had a little resurgence the last couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll get to them. We'll get to them.
We'll get to them.
Fuck them.
Yeah, the Knicks beat the Magic tonight to win their group. The Bucks did the same thing to Detroit.
Yep.
Ooh, you beat Detroit.
They beat the team they supposed to, but we're gonna talk about that Miami game, I know.
Um,
I've been hearing some Miami hot gossip too. So
so week two seasons of the NBA Cup. How are we feeling about it?
yeah, they like money, so they play hard.
They like money, so they play hard. Yeah, I will say the courts are enticing. The girl I'm with, she keeps bringing up how nice the courts look. I would say the courts look
Mm.
enticing.
So it's
That's
doing
very
well with the common
marketable.
folk.
Yeah, that's very marketable. But also the Mavs just made it to the knockout round today, so I was very happy about that tonight. So it made me more wanting to care about it because my team's in it now. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I will
Um,
say an NBA Cup game that doesn't matter, like the Wizards and Cavs today, it was pretty like de pathetic and like depressing. So Wizards are bad too.
Yeah, they haven't won a game in how long?
Yeah, they started off 2-2. They're now
They're,
2-17.
yeah, they've
Um,
lost 15 in a row.
yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm gonna watch every game and hope it
yeah,
goes longer.
yeah. Shout out to Alex Sardo. He's looked well. Free Denny, free Denny Avia.
Denny can play, bro. I don't know why I
He's
saw like
he's in the Blazers.
yeah, he's not he doesn't play for them anymore. Because I
And
was
I feel like now I feel like Charles Barkley.
It
it was
was
Blazers somebody last week. And league pass, so you'll watch a bullshit team play. And Denny's nice. I hope he can get out of there.
Yeah, the small sample size I've seen of him, he's looked fine, but um the NBA Cup, is it I remember last year when it was over, literally no one ever talked about it again.
Yeah, I mean,
Now it's got a shirt.
I do. I have the official Lakers in season champion hoodie. But I think it's just like one of those things where it's like it's fun for the time. I mean, who talks about the All-Star game once it's over? You know?
Do you ever like flaunt that in-season tourney championship to people? Do you ever flex it?
Oh yeah. They're
Like
the
Hell
first
yeah.
seriously? Like or as like a joke?
inaugural in season champions. Come on, man.
Mm,
It's history.
It could age well.
mm.
LeBron getting those two-way contract guys that money, like that was life-changing for them, man.
What?
Yeah.
How do you feel? You just went to a Lakers game last night. Like, how do you feel after seeing
Yeah, we had a
your
we had a
Lakers play?
field we have a field report
Yeah.
Yeah,
reporting today.
LeBron owes me $1,000.
The,
If we want to, Bronny was there, so if he and Bronny want to split, and Bronny give me 500 and LeBron give me 500, that'd be great because that was some bullshit.
Yeah,
That could
yeah.
make the players play harder if if you lose, you have to give the fans their money back. Only for
Bro,
the NBA Cup though.
that wasn't an NBA Cup game. That was just some bullshit. But it's like I had to walk through the snow to Target Arena. Watch that. That was one of the worst games in LeBron's career, bro.
Yeah, he kept the 10-point streak game alive, but he was looking mighty 40.
4 for 16, 10 points. And then it didn't help that everybody else played bad too. And then literally what I said before the game, I was like, D'Lo will play good though. I knew
I mean, he's
it.
in Minnesota. He likes
Back in
shitting on
Minnesota,
himself.
he's the only one that didn't play the night before because they had a back-to-back where
Yeah.
we really got to talk about this Jazz game. Like the Jazz coach saw Colin Sexton driving to the rim and he saw a flash of Cooper Flag in his brain was like, no, timeout, timeout.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, we had a late game win in Utah the night before, and so they phoned it in. I mean, Rudy Gobert was the best player on the court.
Rudy Gobert was showing out last night. Rudy
And
jumped off the screen.
yes, I made my drink a double, and I just sat there and had a good time.
Hmm.
Even though it was a terrible game, I had a good time. It was a fun. They have a really fun atmosphere in Minnesota. You can
Yeah,
tell like a lot.
you like the arenas?
I
You
did
like
like
the
the
arena?
arena. My first time there. You can tell the Minnesota Timberwolves fan like they are having a lot of fun. You can tell like by the way they cheer and talk about the game, they haven't really watched basketball in a long time or have cared about basketball in a long time. And and these guys get these people out here excited and give them something to have fun with. So you can just it's just like it's cool to just be in that like atmosphere of like they're just happy to be here. Whereas like usually I'm at the crypto arena where if we turn the ball over, everybody's like, trade the whole team, fuck these niggas. So yeah. And Luca Garza got into the game. That's how bad it was.
Mhm. How many Gobert jerseys did you see?
I don't know. I don't think I did. I see it. I don't think I personally saw any.
That's hate.
They don't really like the nigga like that. They really don't like Julius Randle.
Okay.
Well, Julius Randle, the body language. Are you going full body language, Ben, on Julius Randle, or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to just think it's because he really hates Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, they don't like each other. They don't like each other, and the fans do not like Julius to the point where like they don't boo him or say anything wrong. They just completely act like he's not on the court. Whenever he checks in, no reaction. Starting five, number 30, Julius Randle, nothing. They
Really?
just they just pretend that
Wow.
he's there. He
Mm.
makes a shot, no one gives a fuck. It's crazy. Like they just literally don't react. And I was sitting behind the Lakers bench, and it was just really funny seeing like all these Wolves fans. Like Julius Randle will make like a dope play, and no reaction. They do not like him. They don't like his attitude. You can just
Minnesota, notoriously very welcoming, nice state too. Surprising by these fans.
I was too. But yeah, they don't like Buddy. And then Ant didn't really play last night. I think he played 24 minutes or something like that. At 8 points. Barely played. I don't think he's hurt or anything, but that was weird that he like barely played.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I know Dante didn't score a lot last night, but Dante and the Nas Reed just on the court together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The spacing looked perfectly fine.
No, Dante and Nas Reed were the bright spots. Nas was giving us buckets. Dante crossed the fuck out of LeBron on one play. He just missed the shot. But yeah, Dante was looking good. And he's kind of been in a slump because he misses doing his podcast and shit. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah, the Wolves looked okay. Lakers, I don't the thing, and I was just telling somebody, it's just like they just don't have the guys, bro. Like this, I think this is a worse roster than last year with Vanderbilt being hurt.
Yeah, I was just about to say a lot of. I saw today. I was definitely like, well, this team could use some Vando,
Because
especially what you say your all cardio team.
bro, Cam Reddish, Gabe Vincent, and Max Christie don't do anything. They don't do anything particularly well. They don't have like one skill where you're like, oh, okay, well that's like that one thing that they do.
Yeah, they're kind of just like the youngest, most able-bodied players on the team.
Yeah.
Like somewhat like guard, and they need like players like
They would
that.
like they would like sub Cam Reddish in for defense, and I was like, to guard who?
To guard who?
So yeah, and
Who's the
then like
fastest?
Yeah.
probably Reddish.
Probably.
Because he did have this one play that was crazy. Like he was like running down the court and they threw it and he just like stuck his arm back and he like got a steal without even looking at the ball. It's crazy. But it's like that was the one thing he did. He missed all his shots. Max Christie cannot make a fucking shot.
And I
Airball,
do.
airball and open threes. Like I think he's just like playing nervous, bro. You know, it's like some niggas just like don't need to play with LeBron.
Yeah, I'm about to say I do like Max Christie, but yeah, that is a lot of it's very
Like,
up and down.
like I'd like to see what Max Christie looks like on like the Magic or something like that, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But
Mm-hmm.
he can't
Mm-hmm.
play on the team. He can't do it. And then Gabe Vincent is just fucking terrible. So I paid a bunch of money to watch Gabe Vincent get a cardio workout in. Rob,
Oh,
Rob's got to do something, or this team. I think they'll make the playoffs. Like they'd be like the eighth seed or something like that. But like you can't expect anything from a roster where you're asking Dalton Connect to be the third best player playing 30 plus minutes, and he hasn't even gotten used to the speed of the game yet. His family was at the game. They because he's from North Dakota, so
oh
Minnesota
yeah, and it's right there. Somebody just
Minnesota
told
is
me.
the closest arena to his family, so they were all in the building last night, and he played like shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I was like, he doesn't look the same because I think he's just been letting it fly without really thinking about it. And then now, like then last night, I was like, oh, my parents are here, and like I've been playing good. Oh shit, and he didn't look the same.
Yeah.
And he's a rookie. He's allowed that. But
Mm-hmm.
I said, you old as shit.
You old as shit. He culture, baby.
Speaking of that, I've heard Jimmy ain't finishing the season as a Heat player.
Wow.
This is coming from sources.
Sources, bro. Sources, trust me.
What? We're dropping news.
I don't. Jimmy's
Wow.
not gonna finish it, bro. I'm here in Houston.
Houston, I've seen Houston deny. I've seen the Houston rumors. I've seen Houston also deny they want to keep that team together. Jimmy Butler in Houston is crazy.
Because
Yeah,
imagine
they could do
swapping.
it.
Well, imagine swapping Jimmy Butler for Dylan Brooks on that team.
Well, Dylan's obviously Ben. That's Ben's Christmas prayer right there. If
Yeah,
Dylan Brooks gets
Yeah,
traded,
I would love to watch the Rockets in like a good mood.
I could see Dylan Brooks, Jabari, and some picks for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, they could offer. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff to offer. Jimmy and Ime seem like they would be boys.
oh
Dog.
yeah,
They got
within
the
the
same
niggas.
mentality.
Hey,
Jimmy
Yeah.
on the Rockets team, where like he doesn't have to score 30, that would be
I'm
nice.
loving it, man. That's gonna be a great second round exit team, bro. My goodness.
Well, they're overperforming right now. They shouldn't be second in the West.
They shouldn't, and they're not gonna end the season like that. The Mavs are third in the West currently, and that's just what's about to happen. I've been telling y'all all week, even before
In a
Luca
row.
came back. Mavs, hey, the Mavs are winning the West. Bring me the Thunder. I want to
Wow.
show y'all something. I want
Yeah,
to show y'all
it's
something.
gonna be
Bring me
Mav.
the Thunder.
It's gonna be Mavs Thunder in that Western Conference Finals. I believe it.
Bring it back. And
Yeah.
they don't want to see us. I told y'all today, the Quentin Grimes, PJ Lively with Dinwiddie. I kept telling y'all. Look, I gotta apologize to Jason Kidd because I kept saying Dinwiddie over Hardy. I'm not liking it. Even when Hardy starts, it's just a Dinwiddie show, man. Dinwiddie is just reliable. He's comfortable coming off the bench with us. I don't know what was going on in Brooklyn, but I told y'all there's only two tandems that's ever scored 30 plus in the game seven. Kobe and Shaq, Luca and Spencer Dinwiddie,
Yeah,
y'all.
this is a great stat.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
Pretty
the
crazy,
the
bro.
the
Today?
Mavs has won 9 out of 10. We haven't talked about them. They won 9 out of 10.
Literally the
Luka's only been back the last 2 games. A lot of those games were without Luka, the Kyrie show. Klay Thompson does not finish games with his team. There was a big stretch in there where Najee Marshall was scoring 20 plus points a game, 4 games in a row. I'm loving Quentin Grimes, 3J Washington. Lively is a starter now. I know I talked about him being 6 man the first 2 weeks, but Lively's the starting center now. I mean, if Luka's gonna be back dropping 37 and whooping up on the Trailblazers. I didn't watch that game. That's why I don't know Denny Avdia plays for that team. But I I did watch tonight and our comeback win tonight. PJ Washington was huge. Dinwiddie was also great tonight. Klay Thompson didn't close the game. And Luka was Luka. You should always take the over on Luka versus the Grizzlies. Shout out to Ja. Ja had me scared for a minute. But yeah, I'm sorry. We all picked the Mavs to come out of the West, and right now it's looking like this is the reason
Nice.
why.
I love being right. I do.
I love
This is the reason why.
Would you say
they're really good defensively, and because Luka is so big, they can do that closing lineup where they bring Dinwiddie in, and now they have 3 ball handlers on the floor, and like a lot of teams can't do that.
Yeah, and the Dinwiddie thing, I think it's because he's just very comfortable playing Jason Kidd and Sean Sweeney's style of basketball. And we worked best in that 2022 run when it was Brunson, Luka, and Dinwiddie out there. And you replace him Dinwiddie with Kyrie Irving, and the way lively and how versatile PJ is. I mean, I love it. Even if Dinwiddie's not out there and it's Quentin or it's Najee. Oh my goodness. I'm spoiled right now. So I'm sorry.
would you say that Spencer Dinwiddie has had a Ty Jerome impact to the Mavs?
I love that, Ben. You are exactly right. That
Mhm.
spark plug, that ability to steady the offense, to provide a lot of points off the bench, and even if he needs to start, yes, Spencer Dinwiddie's been amazing. That's why I said I don't know what was going on in Brooklyn. You should have never left us. You shouldn't have chose the Lakers over us last year. I think he's seeing that now. You were way more comfortable with us, and yeah, man, I'm telling you, bring me the freaking Thunder.
All right.
Whooping them. We still, it's probably still in 6. They can't take us 7. I don't care if they got home court or not. I don't care if they got home court or not.
I'm glad we've recorded this.
We are a deeper team than last year. I don't care how much better Chet is. Lively's better. Starting them out the gate. We locking that up, man. We got Maxey healthy. Like, this team healthy. Dante Exum ain't playing right
Lively's
now.
better.
We're better, man. We're better.
Since we went Lakers, Mavs, I'll just talk about my Cavs for a quick 60 seconds. We've lost back-to-back games to the Hawks.
Yeah, how did that happen?
I think like the 3 losses, Celtics, 2 to the Hawks, they just have both teams have like really long wing players who are like good defensively, and besides Trae Young, just like long guards, and like we're kind of like we need a wing. We for sure need a wing. And anyone who's not a Cavs fan laughs at me when I say this, but Dean Wade's very important to our team. And
He definitely is.
he was out for like 4 or 5 games in those Hawks games and the first Celtics game. And he's just like really important because he's like our only like wing, like a legitimate like wing. And the Hawks, they were my like not a sleeper pick, but like, I don't think they're gonna be that bad. I think they could definitely and yeah, they just like look better.
They yeah, because I know everybody's talking about Trey's 2020 game, but I love that you talked about their wings. The Dyson Daniels, Jalen Johnson, Hunter, Richard Shire.
Exactly.
They're nice and versatile on that wing. And yeah, if Trey's
To the point where I think they can afford to trade DeAndre Hunter to the Caps.
Oh, you want Hunter. Cam Johnson's out of your reach, huh?
No, I would still want Cam Johnson, but if we can't get him, or be DeAndre Hunter.
I know, but everybody wants Cam Johnson. The Mavs want
everyone wants Cam Johnson.
Yeah.
No, I think he's the best trade asset right now. If you're a team, it just
He
they
can
don't.
really like complete a team.
Yeah, he can get plugged in wherever because the dude can guard anybody, and he can shoot.
Yeah, and he can like shoot off the dribble too. Like he's a pretty good shot maker.
Like,
Uh, yeah,
how does how does Brooklyn get
they've
out of
already won. They're winning too many games.
Yeah, I'm just like, how do they get out of this situation that they're in? Like they're just like not good, but not the worst team like the Wizards. Because everybody should be tanking to get that dude from Rutgers.
Which one? We talking
Right, because
Ace or we
both them
talking
niggas be going crazy.
yeah.
One with the big hair, and then the freshman that's like 6'9".
Yeah, right now it's looking like a three-player draft. You talking about capture the flag, but you know, I mean, both boys from Rutgers are nice.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just like the Duke jersey on like a white college kid, but like I watched two highlight videos of Cooper Flag, and I'm already starting to grow to not like him. I don't know why.
He can't
It,
help, bro.
it's like the venom. It's like the symbiote.
Yeah, he can't help being a Duke guy, bro. It just he was supposed to be. Like, look at him.
Look at him, Captain America face.
Right. Like you
Uh,
can't look at that and play at Kentucky.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm telling you, I kept telling y'all, Ben Simmons over there just dropping 12, 7, and 7 consistently. Cam Thomas gonna put up 20 shots a game.
That's all you
Cam
need for
Johnson
a
trying to
tanking
get
team.
traded, huh?
That's all you need for a tanking team. It's just Ben Simmons doing his thing. Like, give the ball to him more, and you'll lose games.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nah, Ben about to get another check. He gonna get one more.
No way.
Mhm.
No way.
I believe it.
Okay.
Gotten this far.
Okay. Watch that 20 game stretch that's gonna happen.
And then the Cavs, we beat the Celtics on Sunday. Very good win, even though Jaylen Brown and Derek White weren't playing. It was still a good win. Donovan Mitchell went absolutely like lights out, like scored all our points in the late fourth.
Mhm.
So that was nice. It was nice. And guess who played? Dean Wade. So
Mm.
okay, do we all as a podcast? I'll go first and be like I will apologize for clowning the Bucks a little too hard
Man, fuck them niggas, bro.
because they've been playing pretty well.
Mm.
Like what? 10 days?
I mean,
They won
that's seven in a
seven in
row.
a row.
7 in a row.
That's 2 weeks.
7 in a row.
Oh,
Uh,
man.
Giannis is possessed.
Yeah,
They definitely.
Giannis has been going crazy.
You gave us the Heat trade report rumor. Some of that might have been caused by Giannis and them boys walking in there, and Dame actually starting to shoot the ball well. And man, when we were talking about Cam Johnson, we were talking about turning somebody's season around. I was like, man, think about Cam Johnson on the Bucks in that Torian Prince role. Sheesh.
They be dangerous.
They don't have the trade assets, but I don't know what is Brooklyn looking for. If you get Middleton, he won't play. But yeah, I do think. Yeah, I mean, Giannis is the top 3 player in the NBA. I think that's just plain and simple. Uh, we talked about it in the preseason pod. We looked crazy for a month, and now the last 2 weeks, it's like they are right back top 4 team in the East. The East is terrible, and
Yeah.
if Giannis gonna play like this, who cares? And if Dame's gonna just be reasonable, hey man, get Dame to the playoffs. I don't know if there is a trade, but get Dame to the playoffs and let me see it.
Um, Niles Torian Prince is actually like one of the league leaders in 3-point percentage. He's having a pretty good year. Does that
Yeah.
make you matter?
No.
Darvin Ham's kind of winning right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's not gonna last, Torian, depending on Torian Prince. Yeah, I think he hit a game winner for us one night. Like, yeah, every now and then he can shoot a ball, whatever. But like
Whatever.
Darvin Ham was like trying to play this nigga like star minutes.
Also, AJ Green is finally getting a lot of tick, and that dude can just shoot the fucking ball. Like that.
AJ Green. Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Doc, finally playing some young guys. We was begging for it.
Yeah,
Andre
But
Jackson is starting, yeah. AJ Green also another player who I didn't know was white until I saw them.
yeah, because that makes me think of AC Green, the virgin nigga that played for the Lakers.
oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
But yes, I've heard it used in rap bars. That's why it's funny.
Yeah,
Um,
AC Green is
playing for the Lakers and refusing pussy is crazy. But anyway,
that was what he was known for, was being a virgin.
yeah, for religious reasons.
He was like the Tim Tebow of basketball.
Yep.
oh, that's I was about to say, damn it, that's Jameis Winston. But shit. All right. Bucks. I mean, shout out to Doc, man. We thought he was getting fired. Shout out to Doc, man. I thought it
Yeah,
was over.
yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I thought it was over. But yeah, the Bucks should be that. The East isn't. I mean, if it's gonna be Bucks, Celtics, Cavs, Knicks, that's it. Uh, we're not talking about the Sixers anymore.
They did
No,
win tonight. But
All
yes,
right.
I guess the Hornets without LaMelo.
But yeah, come on, man.
they're very below.
Well, it was a close one too.
They're deep. I did remember saying that when they played the Cavs, I was like, this team's not that bad, the Bucks. So like I do want to credit myself. I did say they're not that bad. I did expect more. So this is surprising. This is not surprising.
Right. Y'all think Willie Green gonna get fired?
No, I think everybody on the Pelicans, those two guys should turn in their game checks. Zion and Bi.
Bi not turning up no money. He just signed with Clutch.
Oh, okay. That is very true. That is very true.
Mhm.
I just think Willie Green's being dealt a very bad hand in New Orleans. Those guys don't give a fuck.
His star player is always in and out of the lineup. They're like so hurt this year.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't. They would probably fire him at the end of the season.
yeah. I think they're gonna give him the year, but it is. I think they're gonna clean house. I don't think David Griffin's gonna sit there and tolerate whatever the hell's going on there. Because I think Tim McMahon hit it on the head. There's always something with Zion. Both of them, Zion and Bi. I know Bi is probably trying to get traded, but his value's in the fucking in the toilet water. And I just anytime I've seen Zion this year, I kept bringing up that play-in game versus the Lakers. He hasn't looked anything like that at all. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, they're kind of like they don't get like the same flack like the Kawhi and PG injury duo got.
Not at all.
So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how many games they've missed
I think Brandon Ingram about to put on that James
together.
Harden fat suit.
Yeah, and that
Taylor
shit.
Tucker. That's it.
That dude wants out of New Orleans and fast. Because didn't Brandon Ingram not even practice with them this summer?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know.
and Bi's in a contract year too. I've seen a lot of Bi trade stuff, but it's just like the fuck. I, I get
He's
it.
for
We don't.
sure not getting a max.
No,
What
not at all.
he wants, he thinks he is a max player. He wants it. That's why he hasn't like signed anything because he's not being offered it. But I can't see any team like offering the max. I don't know, maybe a desperate team like the Nets, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Bi's like Minnesota Andrew Wiggins disappointment right now. Like I've always expected so much more from
Me
Bi.
too. And I think it still is in him if he's maybe with a more like stable roster. But
Yeah, and that's why I said, like, if he gets traded or the rumors heat up, we gonna talk about it. We gonna talk ourselves into some situation, especially depending on what it is. But
Yeah, because
yeah,
he
with
can't be a number one guy. He seems to only play good if the other nigga on the other team has also had a baby with his same girl as him, and that can only that can only happen so many times in the league playing against us fellow baby daddies. So he's just gonna. I think he needs a fresh start. Because he's got to be the second or third best player wherever he goes, and the number one for New Orleans never plays. So I feel like a lot more is asked of him than what he thought was going to be the situation.
and like this DeJounte Murray trade is looking it's aging poorly so far, especially with the play of Dyson Daniels.
terribly, terribly. Dyson looking like the best player in the trade. And CJ was really just the president of the Players Association. I don't know.
He looking like Vince Carter towards the end.
Uh,
Let's spot up, buddy.
yeah, it's looking like the end.
It's crazy how like the Hawks made like a bad trade for DeJounte Murray, and everyone saw it went bad. And the Pelicans, they somehow convinced the Pelicans to give them the exact price they got, if not more. That's pretty impressive by the Hawks. And like, good for
And came away with a nice Dyson. I mean,
dude, Dyson Daniels is really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
came away with the big Dyson.
He was the defensive player of the month, him and Victor
that's a
Wembanyama.
that's a new thing, right? Defensive player of the month, or did I miss something?
No, I think the monthly awards have always been a thing, at least
A
from what I.
defensive player of the month. There's always been player of the month.
There's player of the month, defensive player, and then rookie, I
Yeah,
believe.
that's what I'm saying. Is this the first time they've done defensive player of the month?
I don't think so.
Because I think it's a new thing, and I guess this is gonna make it easier to name a defensive player of the year because then it just goes to whoever got defensive player of the month the most. Because Wemby got
Uh,
it first.
yeah, you'd be surprised like how often like some it's not that like MVPs play bad. It's just someone has like a fantastic month and you have a lot of like outliers.
Mm-hmm. I think it's now. Defensive.
But yeah, him and Wemby, yeah.
Yeah, Wemby was the Western. Yeah, Wembanyama wins first ever Defensive Player of the Month award. This is brand new.
Oh, really? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
claims inaugural.
yeah. And Dyson Daniels is the first ever Eastern Conference Defensive Player of the Month.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
Yeah.
okay.
They must have added this because there's just been so much discrepancy on who wins defensive player of the year. So they added this. So they were like, well, look, whoever has the most player of the month awards is probably gonna win it. So that's usually how MVP works. Usually whoever's MVP got player of the month the most. Depending on whatever
That's
conference.
nice. They deserve it.
But
All right.
Tyson Daniels is going crazy steal mode.
Anything else?
Have y'all seen Scottie Pippen's tweets?
Scottie Pippen.
Like senior?
It's really weird. Like we all everybody on Twitter, we think he like sold his account to like a crypto company or because like the other day he like tweets these weird AI pictures and he tweeted this really weird AI picture of Elon Musk in a Bulls jersey and he was like, "How many championships do you think we would have had if Elon came off the bench?" And everybody was just like, "What?" And then I went viral today making fun of him because he tweeted a picture. It's him and Michael Jordan against two of those like white and black robots that Kai Cenat has at the house. And it was like Bulls versus AI, who wins in a 7-game series. And I just tweeted him and I said, "Hey man, are you okay?"
Okay, we're getting down to the last moments. Mini pod, short pod today on the road. We got things to do. It's late out here. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out.
Peace.
Stop the cap.
No, go look at Scottie Pippen's tweets. It's getting scary.